Just in case.
I can't believe I missed the crack.
Unfortunate. Well, this is a brief summary of nearly all Kingdom Hearts games and their release. I'm holding off on actually describing the story. I'd like to talk about just the release because I think it's just as interesting in a different way. I will hopefully be brief. I'll be keeping this light on spoilers so that our roommate here, who has playing 2 Kingdom Hearts, does not get any terrible, overbearing, complete series spoiling spoilers. So, let's start. This is a simple series with a simple plot and a simple release schedule. So, what is Kingdom Hearts? It is an action RPG, combat-centric mashup of Disney and Square Enix properties. It started on the PlayStation 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 is the first one, released in 2002. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I love the entire series. I've been with it since I was 2. My mom and dad were like, "Oh, let's get Mason this little game from the PlayStation 2. It's got Disney in it. I'm sure they'll like it." And they gave me brain rot. So from then on, I've had brain fungus, and I had to deal with that. So who made this? All right, so this is Tetsuya Nomura, famed character designer for Final Fantasy VII. If you've seen Cloud Stripe, who's a very pretty anime boy with blonde hair and a very big sword, he designed him. It's a very landmark series and just JRPGs in general. So he's got a lot of pedigree to him. He is 51 years old and still dresses like this. It's great. Over here is Mickey Mouse in its natural state. So age 51, 31 at the time, and Mickey Mouse, who's always been here, decided to, as the fable goes, there's a Square Enix executive and a Disney executive in the same room in an elevator. And while they were trapped there, the Square Enix executive was like, "Hey, I got a really funny idea." And after that, the series was made.
Hey, there's a third person in the elevator.
Which one was it?
There's a woman who's pushing around a cart of booze.
Oh my god, really? Oh,
Yeah.
They were drunk. Okay,
They were drunk and stuck in an elevator during a power outage.
This gives away a lot of context for what's coming next. So, after this, we have the first game, easy. Kingdom Hearts 2002, PlayStation 2. It stars our favorite boy, Sora Kingdom Hearts, full name. He is a boy from this place called Destiny Islands, very heavy-handed name. It gets worse from here. With his best friend Kairi, who has no character, and Riku, who has a lot of character. This is his boyfriend. Also, Donald and Goofy are there. That's not important, though. In this game, well, Goofy's the most important, but, disregarding that. In this game, they have to go travel and defeat these things called the Heartless. The world's get overtaken by darkness. It's a lot of light versus dark. Like, if you've seen a Disney movie, you'd probably pick up on the plot pretty easily. All right, so what's next? Probably Kingdom Hearts 2, right? Wrong. It is not Kingdom Hearts 2. It is, in fact, Chain of Memories, 2002 for the Game Boy fans. That's right. There's a second game. It's not Kingdom Hearts 2. This will become a thing. So, this is on the Game Boy fans. It stars Sora, again, going through all the worlds from the same one, again, except Tarzan because they lost the copyright. It has a card-based battle system. If any of you guys have played Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not like that at all. I lied to you. This one was made so that kids who did not have a PS2 could still play Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't think he succeeded at that, but it is there. It is a game you can play. It is convoluted. It introduces a bunch of new characters that will become super important later on, but I skipped it when I was 6 years old, and I didn't even play it at all until I was 15, and even then I didn't finish it. So, moving on. What's next? Kingdom Hearts 2? No, wrong. It's Kingdom Hearts VCast for the Horizon phones. 2004. It is a piece of lost media. We do not know where this came from. We do not know where it went. Sora looked like this. It's probably best that it's lost. It, however, does feature the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, which was not in the original game, so it does have original content to it. However, it looked like this, it had tank controls, and it sucked. So, moving on, we finally have Kingdom Hearts 2. Actually, I'm not lying to you anymore. In this game, boy, a lot of stuff happens. I'm not going to summarize it, but basically they're back at it again. Sora lost all of his memories. He took a year to finish up getting those memories back. Donald and Goofy were in weird cocoon pods. There's a lot going on. There's a girl named Naminé, who I thought was Namine for a while because I couldn't pronounce the accented E at the very end of her name. It's a lot. But it's a really good game, one of my favorites of all time. It has some incredible images, such as this is Mickey saying they'll pay for this after Goofy dies. Real event that happens. After this is Donald Duck talking about Sephiroth, which if you don't know who Sephiroth is, here he is. His sword is so long I cannot display it on the PowerPoint presentation in full.
I will say it's 8 feet. Me and my...
You measured it? 8 feet?
That's what... No, I looked it up. Because me and my friend, we RP'd that. I was that.
Wow.
I actually wrote him well, surprisingly.
So anyway, Donald Duck goes, "Oh, it's Sephiroth!" And that's pretty funny.
I want to hear that now.
Moving on. Surely we've got Kingdom Hearts 3. No. It's actually Kingdom Hearts Mobile, 2008 for the Docomo. I have no clue what that stands for. This is a Japanese only community-based social gaming network. It continued until 2013. And it got canceled. I don't think it ever got released outside of Japan. I can find basically no info on it, but it was like a mini game collection. You could talk to your friends, whatever. Anyway, moving on to Kingdom Hearts 3. From PlayStation 3, this is Kingdom Hearts 3. Landmark release on PlayStation 3. It was widely acclaimed. It only took 3 years after the original development of Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm lying to you. Wrong. Incorrect. Kingdom Hearts Coded. 2008 mobile phones.
So many mobile games I did not know existed.
There's a lot of mobile games. So this is Kingdom Hearts coded for the original mobile devices in Japan. It is a game that is the first game again, but different. This time it's Sora, but not him. It's a data version of him. We're going to the Matrix.
Oh shit.
This is Sora. He has to dive into Jiminy Cricket's journal. I'm being real and correct with you here. Jiminy Cricket's journal is converted to data. All of it goes away. They have to wonder why it's happening. There's a bunch of mysterious names. Mickey Mouse sends Sora into the cyber realm. This is that game. And it has no bearing on the plot at all, aside from one sentence at the very end. And then we have. Can I get somebody to try to pronounce this name, by the way? Can I get an attempt at it?
358 by fuck.
358 and a half.
358 over 2 days.
Ooh, close. It is 358 days over 2. I know, I have no clue why it's spelled like that. This is a very pretty blonde boy named Roxas. No relation to Sora. He's voiced by Jesse McCartney. He's very cool. They all wear these super edgy black coats. Mickey's here for 3 seconds. I don't know why he's on the cover. It's very interesting. It's very heartfelt. It's only on the DS, and it was really good for bus rides. I remember some kid on the bus used to call it Kingdom Farts, which made me really mad. He dropped out of high school, so I win. After this is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, 2010 PlayStation Portable. Who had a PSP? That's what I thought. Basically, none of you. Love you, Luke.
Thank you.
I didn't get in the games until Digimon. Leave me alone.
So you should get into this. I promise you, this gets easier. So this stars Ventus, Aqua, and Terra, who are all wonderful characters who have a lot of really good personalities. In this game, it takes place 20 years before the original release. A lot of stuff goes down. The combat system gets completely changed. I enjoy it, but it's got its contentions. It was developed by a completely new developer that didn't make the first 2 games. There's a lot going on here. Basically, that sets up the plot for the rest of the games. After this, we have Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like, I'm just kidding, it's recoded, which is just coded again, but they made it for the DS. And yes, it is spelled like that. It is an exact replica. It's just recoded, but for the DS, so you can play it if you're an American player, because Coded did not release outside of Japan, and it had vital info, which is really just an ending cutscene, which you can watch on YouTube. But did have vital info, so they remade it for the DS. After this, we have Kingdom Hearts 3. Just kidding, it's Dream Drop Distance. Kingdom Hearts had a 3D for the 3DS. That's pretty funny. In this game, I won't go too far into it because it's spoilers for the rest of Kingdom Hearts, but basically, Sora and his boyfriend go and jump around some Disney World. It's pretty cool. You also can train Pokemon in this game. Yep. After this, it's Kingdom Hearts Key for mobile phones. That's right, that is not an X, that is the Greek letter key. So, in Kingdom Hearts, there is a special item called the Keyblade, not K-E-Y, key as in the Greek letter. You can only tell it's this when they talk about it in subtitles. It's very confusing. Anyway, this mobile game is vital to knowing the plot of the series going forward. However, if you're just playing the mainline console games, you can skip it. Doesn't matter. It kind of sucked. After this, we have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix, 2013 PlayStation 3. This is a remake, or a compilation really, of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. By the way, there's Final Mixes. Chain of Memories, which is a recreation of Chain of Memories on the PS2. I didn't get into it, didn't want to make it too long. And Kingdom Hearts 358 Days over 2. Cutscenes only though, they couldn't remake it at the time. After this, we have Kingdom Hearts 2.5, yes it's spelled like that. HD Remix, yes it's spelled like that. PlayStation 3 2013. This is a remix of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Birth by Sleep Final Mix. These also exist, they're very good, they're the only way you should play this game. And Kingdom Hearts Recoded, cutscenes only, they couldn't make it in time, and why would you want to play it? After this, we have Kingdom Hearts 3, just kidding, it's Kingdom Hearts Union Key Cross. It is for mobile phones, it is Vital Fusion series, and it also looks like this, pretty cute. I've never played it, I have only watched a cutscene or 2 of it, I have no interest in it, but it is important to understand that I have never bothered with it. After this, we have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, 2017 for the PlayStation 4. Yes, it is spelt like that, with the Roman numeral, with the Arabic numeral. It includes Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts Key Back Cover, which is a movie that takes place in the universe of the mobile game, which is apparently bad, but I never watched it. My boyfriend made fun of me for that. So, and it has Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Final Chapter Prologue, Birth by Sleep, 0.2, a fragmentary passage.
Oh my god. Did I write that?
This is real.
God.
This is real life.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You're almost there, buddy.
This is a 3-hour side game.
All day.
This is a 3-hour side game, included in the release of Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, because they only had one game, and they had a movie, and they were like, that's probably not enough to spend $60 on. So they made a whole new game. This uses an engine of an upcoming game. There's Aqua and some stuff that I won't elaborate on. However, there is shirtless Mickey looking sad. Look at him. Look at those soulful eyes. Afterwards, we have Kingdom Hearts 3, can I get Let's go! And we're finally on the third entry in the series, baby. Let's go! Alright, yeah, we got all the cast here. Sora has guns now. It's a great upgrade.
Where's his boyfriend? Where's his boyfriend?
He's in there somewhere. He wetted his hair. You know, it dropped down a little bit. Kyrie's there for some reason.
Where's Axel? What? I have a question. What happened to Axel?
What?
What happened to the red-haired man?
He's right there.
Oh, there he
Yeah,
is.
don't worry. He's in this game. They wrestle a lot of loose ends. So Kingdom Hearts 3 is the final conclusion of the series. No games have ever happened after that. I lied to you. There's Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory for PlayStation 4, at least in 2020. This is a rhythm game, which is also canon, with important information for the series going forward. It's about Kyrie. Some stuff happens. I won't go into it, but basically she's in a musical coma. Not kidding. You can play simple and clean and just fail at it completely. You get a horrible score. After that, you have Kingdom Hearts Dark Road. Who cares? Not me. There's this twink here. Who cares? And after that, what's next? Well, let's see. If you've been keeping up with me at all, in the past couple of weeks, we have Kingdom Hearts 4 to be announced. Well, it's been announced, but we have no date for it. There's no console announced. However, Sora looks like this.
Oh, I've seen that on Twitter.
And he has Converse now, no big goofy shoes, unfortunate. And also, he lives in real-life Tokyo, Shibuya, why we have literally no clue currently. After that, we have, I'm assuming they'll fight Mr. Mosby. London Hotel. That's my prediction. I mean, they have Dylan Sprouse in 3, so, you know, like, I figured this will, you know, I figured it'll transfer over. And that's the very simple release order of Kingdom Hearts. Thank you. Oh my god.